Hello, my beauties. Desiree here, and welcome back to Dansique Fitness. Did you know that bad posture can really age you? After all, Joseph Pilates did say you are only as young as your spine is flexible. And the sad truth is, the older we get, the more our muscles weaken and tighten up. So that's why it's just really important that we do exercises like these to not only gain, but to also maintain good spinal strength and flexibility. Keeping up with these exercises will correct any bad posture you may have and also allow you to stand taller and stronger, which in turn will make you look years younger. If you want to skip right to the workout, go 3 minutes and 25 seconds into this video, or stick around to see some quick and easy movements you can do throughout the day, especially if you sit at a desk all day. These are really awesome to do. You can literally do them anytime, anywhere, and you don't need a lot of space. Here I am sitting up nice and tall at the edge of my chair, hands behind my thighs, and I'm just going to round my back forward and drop my head to my knees. I inhale to sit up nice and tall, and then I reverse my curve, arching my back and dropping the head back. Again, exhale as I round over the legs, drop the head down nice and heavy, and sit up tall. Exhale to reverse the curve, really opening up the chest. And moving on to exercise number 2, I'm going to scooch closer to the back of my chair, float the arms out to the side, and I'm going to take a nice spine twist. So as I do this, I think of growing taller as I twist from the waist. You can also grab onto your chair and thigh to really help increase your twist. My back always cracks when I do this, and it always feels so nice. All right, movement number 3 is a nice head roll. This is probably my favorite movement out of all these movements just because it feels so incredibly good. I definitely don't do this enough throughout the day. Really just circle the head around, let it go, keeping the shoulders down, and of course that core in nice and tight. From here, I'm going to float my arms to the side and just swing them out. This is a great way just to sort of loosen everything up. Of course, if you don't have room, you can bend those arms. And our next movement is a little backstroke. So one arm at a time just reaches up and circles back. And if you don't have room, you can place your fingertips on your shoulders and just do that same movement, circling back. Floating the arms out to the side, we have a sitting cat-cow, scooping the belly, tucking the tail, and then reversing the curve, really squeezing those shoulder blades together. All right, my friends, I hope you try these throughout the day. I promise they will make you feel so much better. All right, let's get into our workout. Sitting up nice and tall, legs are open in a V position, a little bit wider than the hips. We're sitting up nice and tall. I want you to take a nice inhale here, and as you exhale, the chin drops to the chest, and we're rolling down one vertebra at a time, and you're going to slowly reach those fingertips straight out in front of you. Continue breathing. We never want to hold the breath. And then we're going to roll up sequentially, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips, and the head is the last to come up. Drop the head back here, really just let it go. Bring the head back to center, and let's go again. Nice inhale. And the chin drops down to the chest. Really articulating through the spine, bone by bone by bone. Reaching the hands in front. Continue breathing and take your time as you roll up sequentially through the spine. Again, head is the last to come up, and just drop that head back. Good. Bring the head back to center, and we're going to float the arms out to the side. Really root those sit bones, lift up a little bit taller, and we're going to take a twist to the right. So we're really twisting from the waist. Bring the body back to center. And again, inhale, exhale, twist left. And we bring the body back. Let's lace up the fingers, placing the hands behind the head. Same movement, twisting from the waist. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Bring the body back, and then we twist left. Good. Bring the body back to center. Again, float the arms out to the side. And we twist again to the right. And bring it back to center. And again, twisting left. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Lacing up the fingers, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Again, we take a twist to the right. And back to center. And twist to the left. Good. Let's try that again. And we're going to, this time, add in a round back. So you're aiming to touch your elbow to your mat. Lift up tall. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist left. And again, we round the back, dropping the elbow to the floor. Beautiful. And again, twist. Scoop the belly as you round. And last time to the left. Beautiful. And body comes back to center. Good work, everyone. Floating both arms out to the side. And let's go into our saw. So we're twisting to the right. The left hand goes on the outside of that right foot. Reach, reach, reach. And lift up to sit up nice and tall. Lift and twist. Again, really rooting those sit bones. Good. Hand goes on the outside of the left foot. And body comes back to center. Good. Let's go one more time, both sides. Reach, reach, reach. This is also a great stretch for those hamstrings. And last time left, lift and twist. Shoulders down. And reach, reach, reach past that foot. Beautiful. Sitting up nice and tall. Stack those shoulders right on top of the hips. Relax the arms down. And let's place the hands behind our pelvis. We are going to push up into our reverse tabletop. Let your head just drop back here. Good. We're pushing down into the floor equally with both feet. Core and glutes and legs and arms, everything's engaged. And lower down with control. If you can, you're going to straighten out your legs. We're going to do the same movement, this time in a reverse plank. Good. Again, just drop the head back, let it go. Feel your legs and arms strong beneath you. And we'll lower the pelvis back down to the floor. Good. Flex up those feet. Let's exhale over the legs. Drop the head down nice and heavy, nose to the knees. If you can grab your toes, great. If not, just place the hands on the shins. And let's try to make a flat back here. Again, dropping the head back. Good. And point the toes, release over the legs, and roll up through the spine. Beautiful work. All right, let's move on to our next series. Swing those legs around, and let's prop ourselves up on all fours. So this is our tabletop position, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. And of course, we're pulling that belly button in and up. Inhale here. As you exhale, let's go into our cat pose. Inhale back to center, and exhale, reverse your curve into your cow. Bring your spine back to neutral, and let's go again. So you're really rounding the back as high as you can, tucking the tail on the chin. Come back to neutral, reverse your curve, tail and chin go to the sky. Good. Let's keep this going. Try to keep the movement nice and smooth, really articulating through the spine as much as you can. Good. And last time. Very nice. And let's return to that cat position. Hold that position as you sit back onto the heels. Adjust yourself back to your tabletop and return back to neutral. Again, round the back nice and high. Hold that curve. Sit back on the heels. Shift your weight forward and adjust back to neutral spine. Good. 2 more times. Round the back nice and high. Shift your weight back. Shift the weight forward. Return back to neutral. And last one. Tuck the tail, tuck the chin. Shift your weight back and shift it forward. And come back to your neutral spine. Beautiful. From here, let's try to touch that right shoulder to right hip. Beautiful little side bend. Return back to center. And now we bend to the left. Good. So you're trying to shorten the distance between the shoulder and the hip as much as you can. Good. And last time to the left. Bend, bend, bend. And return back to center. Beautiful. Here comes my favorite part. We're going to circle those hips around. Try to make the biggest circle you can make. Good. Doesn't this feel amazing? Nice. And reverse it around. Good. Really passing through the cat and the cow and the neutral position. Beautiful. Return back to your neutral. Let's reach that right arm up again. Nice twist of the back. And then we go left. Reach up and twist. And again with the right, really opening up that chest. And again with the left, reach it up. Good. Let's reach up the right one more time. And this time we're going to thread that right arm through. And we're going to place our right cheek on the mat. Deep breaths here. And reach it up again and lower that right hand down. Good. Same thing left. Reach it up. Thread it through. Left cheek on the mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. And reach that left arm up one last time. And lower back down. Beautiful. From here, let's tuck those toes under. And we'll just push back in a downward facing dog position. Good. Let's lift the heels up. And lower those heels back down. Good. Lower the knees back down onto your mat. And let's get back to our tabletop position. Again, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, and of course that belly button is pulling in and up, core engaged. Just release your right arm. Don't twist, don't shift, don't move anything else. And we lower the right hand down. Now just the left arm releases. Again, nothing else moves. Keep your gaze at your mat, and let's now release just the right leg. Good. Hold it. And lower down. And same thing with the left, staying right in the center. Try not to shift the weight at all. Good. Lower that leg back down. And again, release the right arm. Let's do some taps. Tapping the fingertips down and up 4 times. Beautiful. Lower that hand down. Same thing with the left. Tap the fingertips down and up 4 times. Keep breathing, core in tight, gaze at your mat, nothing else moves. We're really isolating here. Same thing with the right. Lengthen the right leg long behind you, and we lower down and up. And 2. And 3. And 4. Good. Bend that knee back in, and we'll do the same thing with the left. Staying right in the center. Tap down and up. Down and up. Down and up. And last one, down and up. Good. Bend that knee back in. And this time, let's see if we can release our right arm and left leg. Feel a nice straight line from fingertips to toes. We're going to bring the knee in and you're going to tap your knee with your hand. Good, we're gonna go for 8 of these. So as the knee and the hand comes in, nothing changes in your back. We wanna keep that spine in neutral. Good, so you really have to engage the core for this one. Beautiful. And hold it here. Lower back down, and let's do the same thing on the other side. First, establish a nice straight line, and then we tap the knee with the hand 8 times. Good. Keep going. Staying right in the center, spine stays in neutral. Keep pulling that belly button up. Good, and we'll bring the leg in. Nice job, everyone. Let's take a little break. We'll push back into our child's pose. Arms nice and long in front. Take some nice deep breaths here. All right, let's roll up through the spine to sit up nice and tall. And again, drop the head back just to let it go. All right, our next series, we're going to get down onto our bellies. So let's get on down, and I want you to open your legs a little bit wider than hip width. And just have your face sort of hovering the mat. Before we go any further, I want you to try to lift your belly button off the mat. This is so important in any sort of prone exercises, keeping that core engaged. Lace up the fingers, hands go behind the head. We're going to lift up into our reverse crunch and lower down with control. Lift up, lower down. Keep the elbows wide. Good. And that belly button is always pulling in and up. Hold this last rep. We're going to float the arms out to the side and tap the fingertips down and up. 2 and up. 3 and up. And 4 and up. Beautiful. Really squeezing those shoulder blades. Lace up the fingers again. Hands go behind the head and lower back down. And we're going to do the sequence 3 more times. So we lift up in our reverse crunch 4 times. Good. You're going to hold your 4th rep, float the arms out to the side, and then the fingertips tap down and up. And when your arms are going up, you're really thinking of squeezing those shoulder blades nice and tight. Beautiful. Lace up the fingers, lower everything down, and we have 2 more sets. Here we go. Lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. Good. Keep that core engaged. If you feel back pain, that is an indication that you are not engaging in your core. And arms tap down and up. Down and up. Good. Try to keep the legs on the floor. And here is our last set. Make this good. Lifting up, lower down. Good. I know that back is burning. This really is a wonderful strengthening exercise. And here we go. Arms out to the side, fingertips tap down and up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Good. We're almost there. Keep breathing. And lift up and squeeze. And lift up and squeeze. Good. Lace up the fingers, hands behind the head, and lower everything down with control. Beautiful job, my friends. Just stay here and very gently rock the hips side to side just to release the back. And just take some nice deep breaths, and we'll get ready for our next exercise. Keeping the legs open a little bit more than hip width, we're also going to have our arms straight out in front into a V position. Core engage, pull that belly button in and up, and here we go, lifting up into a back extension again and lower down. Pretend like someone has your hands as you're lifting up into this back extension. You're not only lifting up, but you're also reaching and lengthening out. Hold this one, right toes tap in and out. Left tap in and back out. Right, bring them in and out. And left, bring them in and out. Beautiful. Lower everything down. Let's try that whole sequence one more time. Lifting up and out and lowering down with control. Belly button in and up and take it down. And reaching up and out and down. And we hold this last rep here. And right toes tap in, tap out. Left in and out. And right. Good. And left and out. Beautiful. Lower down with control. And again, very gently, just rock those hips side to side to release the back. All right. From here, let's squeeze those legs together. And I want you to adjust your arms at a 90-degree angle. From here, everyone, we are going to again lift up into a beautiful back extension. Shoot the arms straight out in front, hand on top of hand, and then we squeeze those shoulder blades, try to touch your elbows together. Return back to that 90-degree angle and lower down. Lift up. Shoot the arms out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, 90 degrees, and take it down. Good. 2 more times. Lift. Straight out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 90 degrees. And down. Good. Last set here. Lift. Lengthen out. Elbows squeeze together. 90 degree. And lower down. Very nice. All right, we're going to take a little break. Let's push back into our child's pose. Arms nice and long in front. Deep breaths. You can have your legs squeezing together, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can open your knees out to the side. All right, let's get back down one more time for another variation. Again, legs are squeezing together, arms are straight out in front, so we're laying in an I shape. From here, we lift up into a back extension, and we're going to float the right arm and left leg. Good, lower everything down. And then we do left arm and right leg. Beautiful, core is engaged, and we're also working those hamstrings and glutes. Back to the first side, lifting up, belly button in and up. Lower down with control. And second side, lift up. And down with control. Beautiful. Let's sweep the arms by our sides. Palms are facing in towards our body. We're going to lift up into a back extension. Legs float off the floor, and let's go for a swim. Good. Just flutter those legs. Keep them going, and let's take a twist to the right. Good. Keep fluttering those legs back to center. Kick, kick, kick. And twist left. Keep kicking. And bring the body back to center. Good. And hold it here. And lower down with control. All right, my friends. Once again, let's push it back into our child's pose just to release the back. Take some nice deep breaths. Good, and stay low, but just walk the hands to the right to get in a nice little side bend. Good, and stay low, take your time, walk your way to the left. Good, and again, stay nice and low, walk your way back to center. And take your time as you roll up sequentially through the spine to sit up tall, and again, drop that head back. All right, my friends, let's tuck those toes under, and we're going to push back into our downward facing dog. And I just want you to walk your feet out to the side so we have a wide stance here. From here, cross your arms, and we're just going to let the body swing side to side like a pendulum. This is really a great movement to do. Gravity is on your side for this one. Good, it just really creates space in between each vertebra. And it's just a really nice release for the spine. And of course, you're also getting a really nice hamstring stretch as well. Let's place the hands down and just bend the knees. And we'll roll up through the spine to stand up nice and tall. All right, we have one more series. So we're going to start on the feet for this one, and we're going to do a nice little roll down and walk out to a plank position. So let's start by standing with our feet about hip-width apart in the parallel position. Everything is stacked. We're standing up so tall and beautiful. Take a nice inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, we'll melt the arms down, and you're going to drop your chin to your chest. Take your time here as you roll all the way down and palms go on the floor. If you have to bend your knees, please do. And we're just going to walk those hands out to our straight arm plank. Once you're in your high plank, you are going to adjust to a forearm plank. Then we lower the hips down to the floor, point the toes, and we're going to lift up into our cobra pose. Good. Core is engaged to protect our lower back. The chest is really open. And from here, let's tuck the toes back under, pick the hips off the floor back to your forearm plank, adjust to your high arm plank. Good. And then we walk the hands back towards the feet. Again, bend your knees if you have to, and we'll roll up through the spine. Beautiful. We're going to do that whole thing again. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, melt the arms down. Drop the chin to the chest, rolling sequentially, bone by bone by bone. Hands on the floor. Walk those hands out, high plank. Good. And adjust to your forearm plank. Lower the hips down to the mat with control. Point those toes. Legs are still open about hip width. Good. And really lengthening out through your sternum. Tuck the toes back under. Use that core to pick those hips off the mat. Again, adjusting to your high plank. And walk those hands back. Bend the knees if you have to. And again, rolling up through the spine. Beautiful. All right, my friends. We're going to do another exercise, very, very similar. This one's a little bit more challenging, so if it's too hard, just keep repeating your cobra pose. Again, rolling down sequentially. Palms go on the floor. Walk out to your high plank. This time we stay in our high plank. You're going to point the toes one at a time, so adjust the feet. And now you lower the hips down to the floor, but not completely. This is our upward facing dog. So a little bit more of a challenging position than our cobra. Tuck those toes back under, walk the hands back towards the feet. And again, rolling up sequentially through the spine. Good. Stack those shoulders right on top of the hips. Here's our last set. Make a good inhale up. Exhale, melt the arms down. Drop the chin to the chest. Roll it down sequentially. Walk those hands out, booty down, core engaged. Beautiful high plank. And adjust the feet, point those toes. Drop the hips down. Make sure that belly button is still pulling in and up. Shoulders down, space between the shoulders and ears. And we tuck the toes back under. Beautiful. And we'll just walk the hands back about halfway. We'll stay in our downward facing dog. And let's just lift the heels up and lower down. Good. Keep going. Heels up and down. Very nice. All right. Walk the feet in towards the hands, and again, widen your stance. Let's take a bend of the knees. and straighten those legs up. And let's reach up with the right arm, left palm stays on the floor. Lower down, again we bend the knees, lengthen the legs up, and now we reach up with that left arm. Doesn't that feel good? Beautiful. And again, bend the knees, lengthen the legs up, reaching up with that right arm. Beautiful twist. And last time, bend the knees, lengthen the legs up, and reach up with the left. Beautiful. Lower the left back down, and take your time as you roll up sequentially through the spine, bone by bone by bone. And last time, just drop that head back, really open up the chest. And my friends, you are complete with this workout. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know you completed it. And don't forget to check out the description box down below. All the information on this workout and anything Dansique Fitness related is always in the description box. All right, my friends, sending out tons of love and hugs. Take care of you, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.